It's now Bank Holiday Monday. You've had a good feed. You're looking around. You just want to make a light dinner. So what I'm going to show you is what to do with the leftovers from your Sunday roast. So we've got some lamb. We've got a few carrots, bit of the Swede mash, some potatoes, an egg, and a couple of leaves that are left over from the cabbage. So what we're going to start with is the bubble and squeak. We'll take the lamb out. We're just going to mash it up. So you're going to want to take a few bits, take the carrots and the spuds, give them a little cut. Just get it cut, get it all mixed together. Because where you put everything in the same bowl, you're going to have a bit of the lamb juice in there, but don't worry about that. It's all flavour at the end of the day. Get it all in there. And then all we're going to do with the cabbage leaves, we're just going to take the core out, so take the heart of it out, just so we've got a couple of nice pieces of leaf. And then we're just going to chop them finely. Little tip, just roll it all up nice and tight and then just cut down. And then what we're going to do, because that's raw, everything else is cooked, we'll get our pan on the heat, which it is, get a bit of heat to it, bit of olive oil or cooking oil, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Get the heat into there. We're also going to warm the pan up for our lamb. We'll do that on a medium heat. So it's just going to be getting warm while we're getting the bubble and squeak ready. So while we're doing that, you've got everything in the bowl that's left over. Just get your hand in there. Give it all a good mush up. And then that's all going to stick together. And then once we've sweated off the cabbage, you're going to then add this to it and get it all a little bit charred, get it nice and crispy. Right, so there's a little bit of smoke coming off the pan. Get the cabbage. Put a little knob of butter in there as well. Get all that flavour going. So we're just cooking down the cabbage. So we're not sort of stewing it in water or anything. Just going to cook it down just to get it going. And you want to start to get it caramelised, start to get it crispy. And when it does, that's where we're going to add everything else to it. Get everything else whacked into it. So just get all that bubble and squeak moving around. Get it all bound together. And then when you have, just flatten it out a bit. Turn the heat up a little bit because you want to get it to just sort of catch a little bit, just so it starts to sort of not burn, but just sort of catch, so you get those lovely bits, those crispy bits in the pan. So while that's going, turn the heat up on the lamb pan a little bit. Oil. Going to take our bits of lamb that are left over. Turn the heat down on the bubble and squeak a little bit now. And just flatten it out. Every time you're doing it, just flatten it. And then the lamb, you want to get nice and crispy. The thing with all of this is that you've already got one meal out of all this stuff. You're just getting another one now. So you're saving money on your weekly shop and you're getting two dishes for the price of one pretty much. So I'm going to turn the heat down on the lamb pan now. If it gets a little bit too hot, a little trip, put a little bit of oil in it, cold oil, and it's just going to bring the heat down on that oil that's in the pan. So now what we're going to do, egg, take it off the heat. And just cook that egg out nice and slowly now. Right then, egg's done, bubble's done, lamb's done, and we've got a little bit of gravy that's left over. So it's fairly simple and really rustic. Just take your bubble and squeak. Take the lamb. Right, now the egg. And that can just sit on top. And then to finish, just a little bit of your gravy left over from yesterday. And that is a bargain meal from food that you've already had already. And you got yourself a banging little dinner for the night after.